Hi everyone. A little help for your Chapter 2.2 outline. Up to now our notes have been, they've given us a little bit more help, and now this time you're going to have to put a little bit more of your own thoughts into it. So I'm going to give you a little guideline on how to do this. So let's first start by putting your name on your notes and the date. And then what are we doing? We're doing our Chapter 2.2 outline. Okay? So our instructions tell us that this is an outline template for 2.2. We do not copy from the book, but rather rephrase each point in your own words. And then we want to make sure we write in complete sentences so that our outline is clear and informative. So we're going to start with Roman numeral 1. What are elements? Okay, so now let's take a look over in our Flexbook. I'm going to scroll down. The introduction says properties of matter, both physical and chemical, depend on the substances that matter is made of. Matter can exist either as a pure substance or as a combination of different substances. Now into elements. It tells us an element is a pure substance. Now it said don't copy directly from the book, but when we're talking about a definition, it's best that we're pretty clear on that. So looking back over here, letter A tells us to put in a definition. So push this up a little bit. We're going to go A. An element is a pure substance and we'll put a little more. If we come back and look at this, it tells us it cannot be separated into other substances. That cannot be separated into other substances. So there's our definition. And now, letter B. Letter B is suggesting to us blank elements occur in nature. So let's come back over here and see what we think that's going to tell us. If we keep reading, we find out that 90 different elements occur in nature. And some are much more common than others. Hydrogen, oxygen, what else do we see? Helium, carbon, neon, iron, all kinds of cool stuff. So let's come back over here. And we know that we're going to write this in our own words. Switch back over here. There are over 90 naturally occurring elements. So now letter C is it's asking for some examples. So let's write the word examples. And now we'll start putting in some of those examples. And it said hydrogen is the most common in the universe. Most common in the universe is hydrogen. And we're going to be writing these a lot, so let's learn their abbreviations. Hydrogen is abbreviated with an H. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to switch the screen. So the most common in the universe is hydrogen. And oxygen, O, is most common in the Earth's crust. And let's see what else. Let's go with helium. He is lighter than air. And let's do one more. We'll do a metal that is hard and strong is iron, and its symbol is Fe. Okay, so now we've done letter C from up above. Letter D is helping us out. It tells us each element has a unique something that makes it different from other elements. So let's go to our text. Whoops. Excuse me. And now, excuse me. Now we're talking about properties of elements. Each element has a unique set of properties that makes it different from the other elements. So let's put it in our own words, and we'll say unique properties set elements apart from each other. And we see that our paragraph goes on to talk about a couple of things, talking about conducting heat and electricity and whether it's magnetic or not. So let's put in a few extra things here. So does it conduct heat? Conduct electricity? Whoops, sorry, did it again. There we go. So unique properties that set the element apart from each other. And then some examples are conduct heat, conduct electricity. They also talked about, is it magnetic? And then from up above, we remember it said that iron is hard and strong. So let's add one more. We'll do, is it hard? Some elements are soft. So hard or soft is another property of an element. And we'll talk about some more properties later. Now finally, back to our guide. Section E says the smallest particle of an element that still has that element's properties is a something. So let's find out what that is. So we're going to go back over here. Elements and atoms. The smallest particle of an element that still has that element's properties is an atom. We're going to put that in our own words. So E, an atom. I did it again. An atom is the smallest particle of an element. So we have completed the top section, section Roman numeral 1. Now your job is to complete Roman numeral 2 and Roman numeral 3. So let's take a quick look at the next one. So we're going to do what is a compound, a definition, examples, and then the smallest part. So let's come back here and look. I'll give you a little bit of help here. It says a compound, let's go here. A compound is a unique substance that forms when two or more elements combine chemically. So that's a pretty good definition that you'll want to put in your own words. And then you're going to find some examples. There's one, water. Let's see, there's some others they've listed here. Oh, there you go, sodium chlorine, sodium chloride, which is table salt. So you can find some examples. Put that in letter B of your notes. Letter B is examples, and then you're going to find the smallest part of a compound. Let's keep looking. The smallest particle of a compound that still has that compound's properties is a molecule. So you go ahead and put that in your outline as well. So keep working through Roman numeral 2 and Roman numeral 3, and if you have questions, shoot me a message.